Hi guys, good evening. Happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day to those of you who celebrate and acknowledge this awesome day for what it is, an excuse to watch more Star Wars content. But we're going to put Star Wars aside for this video as I'm here to talk about the latest and very good episode we got in the form of The Last of Us, which dropped its newest episode earlier on Max. I just got done watching it, very much enjoyed it. Before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on The Last of Us by this episode or the previous episode, you do not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, fascinating backstory for Isaac, was it? Jeffrey Wright's character? First off, completely unexpected and funny to see a cameo from Josh Peck, of all people. Everyone knows him so much from Drake and Josh, but he has done other TV shows, and I guess he can add Last of Us to his resume now for a quick cameo appearance as a smart-ass Fedra soldier, whom Isaac seemed rather disgusted with, which is probably why he threw that grenade into the back of their SWAT van thing, except for the one soldier he pulled out. And that was the end of Josh Peck's role. But interesting opening for a backstory. And then they cut back to Ellie and Dina. They had a cute storyline this episode. I also wanted to say, for the record, I knew almost immediately, not because I'm familiar with the game, I'm not familiar with the game at all, but I knew Dina's twist in this episode was that she was going to be pregnant. You know, she's in a pharmacy, she sees something off screen, she looks and sounds concerned, and sure enough, when Ellie's trying to convince her, oh, I got bit, but I'm immune, I'm not going to get infected, she's like, I'm pregnant. And so I was like, shocker. But, you know, if it added to the story, so now the stakes have become even higher. Not only does Dina know Ellie's big secret that she's immune to being infected, but she's also pregnant with her and Jesse's child. But it's cool that Ellie seems on board to be involved in the baby's life to some capacity, if not being a third parent altogether. So, but who knows if that'll ever happen. She's still got to have the kid, and in order to do that, she's got to survive. And I don't know if she's going to survive or not, because I have no idea. I'm not familiar with the game, so I don't know what happens to her, or Ellie for that matter. So this whole episode was them trying to find Abby and her friends, and they find themselves in the middle of this ongoing war between the wolves and the Seraphites, or the Scars, as Isaac kept calling them. I guess they're in the middle of a turf war or something amongst the remains of Seattle. And I gotta say, that scene when it showed Isaac in the kitchen talking about cookware and whatnot, I knew, or I strongly suspected, he was about to torture or was in the process of torturing someone. And sure enough, he was torturing a Scar or a Seraphite, whatever they're called. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Because this whole scene, as we're talking to it, as he's talking to somebody off screen, and we're seeing him again after all these years, I'm like, he's about to, or he's in the middle of torturing someone. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So I was like, damn, that's a heck of a way to reintroduce us to a character again. I was like, yikes. And then I also loved how that one Fedra trooper whose life he spared, he took him out of the van before he threw the grenade in. I like how that one guy has seemingly become an unfeeling, empty-headed psychopath. Like, he just looks like a shell of the person he used to be. He's like, Scar had it coming. They're fucking animals. And he's just looking all dead-eyed, like, you know, it's so creepy and off-putting. Actor did a phenomenal job doing that, by the way. But I was like, God, this guy has changed a lot in the past decade, and he's like an empty-headed psychopath or something. And I also, of course, loved the collapsed transit station sequence where they're running from the wolf soldiers and then they're attacked by the infected. That was a crazy, exciting, intense scene. And then I like how that episode was balanced out with the sweet, cute scene we had with Ellie playing the guitar, Take On Me of all songs, and Dina really responding to it. I guess that's from the game, and I'm guessing it was fairly faithful in an adaptation, so cool. It was a cute scene. I liked it. And then it just brought these two closer together, and they were already growing closer since they were traveling together. But now Dina's out with her feelings about how she feels for Ellie, and she's revealed she's pregnant. Ellie likes her back. Now all they got to do is survive Seattle, kill Abby and her friends, and head back home and live happily ever after. Should be easy, right? But no, this was a great episode, and it was a nice balanced episode between excitement, action, and drama. The character stuff as well was very captivating. So I'm really excited to see where the story takes Ellie and Dina moving forward as they find themselves in the middle of this conflict between two warring groups and what their roles are going to end up being. So gonna have to keep watching to find out. What did you guys think of the latest episode of The Last of Us? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of May the 4th and Star Wars Day. And I hope to see you back here for more episode reviews like this one. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Thanks again for stopping by. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.